My dear brothers and sisters, this is the 16th week of our 52-week project. Matagal pa po ito, pero kahit po pautay-utay, I hope na unti-unti nag-form sa inyong isipan. Ano nga ba ang isang mabuting babae? Isang mabuting ina? Isang mabuting tao sa pamilya bilang babae? Napag-usapan po natin ang two forms or two sides of virginity. Ang una yung kay Isaiah na pinag-usapan about God's relationship with Israel. Is a virginal love, is a complete, total devotion of God. And that is what God is asking from the spouse. A commitment to this sense of the Almighty. Kasi po ang virginity of a woman is not to a husband. Hindi ka pwede magkaroon ng husband kung may virgin. Wala pa siyang asawa. But that is a sign of virginity of a woman. Yung kanyang capacity to be purified is a sign of her commitment to the Almighty. So, pakinggan po naman natin ngayon sa bagong tipan, taken from the Gospel of Luke.
When he saw the crowds, he went up the mountain, and after he had sat down, his disciples came to him. He began to teach them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the clean of heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven."
Ang narinig po natin is the so-called, parang sabihin natin tema, overriding theme ng Ebanghelyo ni Mateo. Bakit? Sa tingin niya, ang kaharian ng Diyos ang pinakamahalagang iniabilin ni Jesus sa atin. Sa salita at lalo na sa gawa. Ano ba itong kaharian na to? What is God's kingdom? Madalas po ang ating parang dumadating sa ating isipan pag kingdom. Power, majesty, luxury. We could even parang place in our heads na parang ang tao na may paghahari, siya yung hari, bossing, na parang hindi mo malapitan kasi napakataas. That's not the meaning of God's kingdom sa narinig natin kay St. Matthew's Gospel. Those who belong to the kingdom of heaven. Now, itong ating narinig po are 8 beatitudes. 8 basic attitudes of persons that belong to God's kingdom. Yung unang 4 po na inyong narinig ay patungkol sa isang tao na sabi niya, ang Diyos talaga ang nag-ahari sa kanyang buhay. So the poor in spirit, bakit? There are 3 kinds po of poverty. Those who have nothing, those who have no one. Mahirap yan. Very alone, lonely. Pero yung third po, those who have only God. Yun po ang poor of spirit. Diyos lang talaga. At dahil dito, ito yung tao who mourns. Bakit? Nothing satisfies of this world. Kasi only God can satisfy the fullness of His desires or her desires. Ang pangatlo po is those who are not only looking at God completely, but they're humble, meek, lonely. They understand their status. We are creatures, and before God, we are lowly and humble. And finally, yung ipinaglalaban. Those who seek and yearn for what is righteousness. Yung ayon sa kalooban ng Diyos. Yun ang kanilang pinagkikiitan, yun ang kanilang pinagsusumikapan. Na kung sakop sila ng Panginoon, dapat maganda ang kanyang utos at kalooban sa kanilang pamumuhay. Yung next 4 po ng 8 Beatitudes tungkol sa kapwa. So, love God. How do you love your neighbor? Yan. Nandiyan ang first, di ba? Merciful daw. Yung second ang ating topic, pure of heart. They will see God. They will see God. Ano yung sabihin mo? Pinagpala ng Diyos ang mga tao na merong malinis na puso. Sapagkat kanilang makikilala ang Diyos sa kanilang kapwa. Makikita nila ang Panginoon pag malinis ang puso. Itong kalinisan po ito, hindi po ito dahil kasi dapat, obligasyon ko to, coercion ang labas ng imposition. Ito po yung personal self-giving sa kapwa. Kung malinis po ang puso mo sa kapwa mo kasi nakikita mo ang Panginoon, kasi unconditional ka. Wala kang vested interest. Wala kang agenda na para sa iyong sarili. You will not use your neighbor kasi malinis ang iyong tingin at puso sa Kanya. Yan ang mahal na Virgin. Ang virginity ni Mary, parang first and foremost, parang tingin natin sa virginity ni Mary, physical. Siyempre, lahat naman ng pinanganak na babae, virgin. It's a given, it's received, the physical virginity. Pero yung moral attitude, yung wholehearted, single-heartedness, maging sa kapwa, yun po ay fino-form, kinakarakter po yan. Ginagawa po yung moral attitude, nagiging kaugalian. Si Maria ganun po. Walang bahid ng kasamaan o sabi natin yan, pagkagancho sa kapwa kung siya ay tumutulong. She had a clean and pure heart in her relationships. Alam nyo, sa ating panahon, kasi nga po, madalas, parang pera-pera. Ang masakit po talaga sa pure of heart, yung ang unang tingin mo sa isang tao, maganda ba? Yung malaswa ba? Ang unang tingin mo kagad sa isang tao meron ba akong makukuha dyan? Di ba? Hindi yun single-hearted, hindi yun pure of heart. Lalo na sa isang babae. Di ba? Ano ang iyong pag-uugali sa araw-araw na pamumuhay kapag ikaw ay naglilingkod sa mga kapatid mo, sa mga kasama mo sa trabaho, kasama mo sa eskwela? Ano ang puso ba ng damdamin mo? The pure of heart. The pure of heart. Alam nyo, sa panahon po ng ganitong pandemic natin, ang sinasabi natin, napakahirap. Kaya ang new normal pong ginagawa natin ay kaibang-kaiba sa dati. Kasi po, meron din tayo nakikita mga tinatawag natin frontliners. Hindi po iniisip ang kanila muna. Ang common good ang kanilang tinitingnan. Alam niyo po, may kilalang doktor Si Dr. Relito sa Kilayan. Nahawa po siya kasi siya medical director ng Rizal Medical Center dyan sa Pasig. First part pa lang ng COVID outbreak, nahawa na itong doktor na to. Napo-hospital po. Alam niyo po, naka-recover si Doc Lito. Doc Lito. Ang alam niyo, bumalik sa ospital at naglilingkod uli ngayon sa Rizal Medical Center. Yan po ang gusto ko sana magbigay testimony sa segment natin dito. At maghahanap po, pahanapin ko siya ng isa niyang colleague na babae na ang ganun din ang pananaw sa kanyang paglilingkod. Ngayon, sa ganitong situation natin dahil sa COVID. We need frontliners that are without vested interest. the only agenda is for the good of their neighbor.
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Nandito ako sa inyo para magbahagi ng aking nakakatakot na karanasan nang ako ay magkasakit ng COVID-19 at kung paano pinaramdam sa akin ng Panginoon ang kanyang kabutihan at pagtugon niya sa ating mga dalangin. Bilang isang doktor at pinuno ng isang malaking government hospital sa Metro Manila, ang aking pong trabaho ay mamuno o mag-preside ng maraming meetings at makaharap sa maraming pasyente at ibang tao na nangangailangan ng tulong medikal. Naging abala po ako noon dahil sa paghahanda ng aming hospital laban sa COVID-19 crisis at nakalimutan ko pong pangalagaan ang aking sarili sa mapanganib na virus na ito. Di ko nakonsidera na senior citizen na ako at madaling tablan dahil sa aking diabetes at hypertension. Noon pong March 3, Martes, nakaramdam na po ako ng panghihina ng katawan, subalit umatin pa rin po ako ng aming community small group meetings ng gabing iyon. Di ko inakala na may COVID-19 ako sapagkat wala pa naman akong sintomas noon. I decided na magpahinga ako ng 3 days sa aking trabaho to recover my strength from fatigue. Noon pong Saturday na iyon, March 8, ay gumanda ng konting aking pakaramdam at nagdesisyon akong umattend ng aming open prayer meeting sa Pathways, Cavite na dinaluhan ng approximately 80 to 100 people. March 9, Lunes, nakaramdam pa rin po ako ng panghihina at nagdesisyon ako na magpa-check up sa aming doctors. Pina-chest x-ray at CT scan nila ako at nakita na may pulmonya ako sa both lungs. They immediately admitted me sa aming hospital at gumawa ng throat swab for COVID-19 testing. The results came out negative. My doctors told me na baka severe case of pneumonia ito. Lalo pong lumala ang aking kondisyon kumpara sa unang araw na inadmit ako. My condition got worse the following day. Nakaranas po ko ng matinding hirap sa paghinga, dalahit ng ubo, extreme joint pains, diarrhea, hypertension, and uncontrollable high blood sugar. May mga pagsusuri pa pong ginawa sa akin at nakita na may injury na ako sa liver, lungs, and kidneys. My doctors had to move me sa intensive care unit para mamonitor nila maigi ang aking kalagayan. Nang inihahanda na nila akong i-intubate para i-connect sa respirator, nakiusap ako na madelay ng ilang oras ang procedure because I know kapag ginawa ito, the game will be over. The next 24 hours will be critical. It will determine if I will live or die. My doctors decided to take another swab base sa lumalala kong kalagayan at sintomas. On my 4th day of confinement, sinabihan ako ng aking doktor na COVID-19 positive ang aking swab. I was totally shocked at ako po ay napaiyak. Maraming katanungan ang sumagi sa aking isip. Paano ko nakuha ang virus na ito? Nahawahan ko ba ang aking family? How about the members of my Catholic community? Ligaya ng Panginoon na nakasama ko sa nakaraang 2 to 3 weeks. Paano ang halos 100 people who attended our last open prayer meeting? I asked my wife Les to go home because of high risk of infection, but she insisted to stay. After we have advised the leader of our community that I tested positive sa virus, our community brothers and sisters did contact tracing. They were all advised to take a 14-day self-quarantine and monitor themselves for COVID-19-like symptoms. But what really amazed us was that right away they formed a prayer vigil with brothers and sisters praying for us every hour. I would also pray and read the Bible even during the times I was gasping for breath. It was one in my difficult moments that a specific message from God struck me and gave me hope. I found encouragement in reading Psalm 91, verses 3 to 4, which reads, "Surely he will rescue you from the fowler's snare, from the destroying plague. He will shelter you with his pinions, and under his wings you may take refuge. His faithfulness is a protecting shield." Then the miracles came pouring. Kinunan po ulit ako ng third swab test and it came out negative. I started feeling better and the other symptoms like fever and coughing also lessened. Another swab test was done after 2 days and it turned out negative again. We were discharged on March 25 after being confined for 16 days. Sa wakas, makakasama na naming muli ang aming mga anak. We were both in tears praising the Lord. I'm back in the front lines now after 14 days of self-quarantine. I reported back to rally my team in the hospital. Sila po ang the most vulnerable from this virus. At alam ko po na ang aking presensya ay magbibigay ng tapang at lakas para labanan ang invisible enemy ito. Aaminin ko po, takot pa rin akong pumunta sa ospital. But I have to be there for my team. Sinabi po sa Joshua 24, verse 15, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord." This house ay hindi lamang po aking pamilya, kundi ang pamilya rin na kung saan ako nagsisilbi sa pagbibigay ng tulong medikal sa mga nangangailangan. Sa pagtatapos po ng aking sharing, I would like to thank all those who prayed for me and my family. Gusto ko rin pong parangalan ang aking asawang si Bless na hindi ako iniwan in those difficult times. In Pope Francis' special Urbi et Orbi blessing, sinabi po niya, "Lahat tayo ay nagulantang sa di nating inaasahang malakas na unos. Mapagtanto natin na lahat tayo ay nasa iisang bangka, marupok at hindi alam ang gagawin at saan pupunta. Hindi tayo dapat mag-isip ng para sa sarili lamang. Sama-sama sa awa at grasya ng Panginoon, malalampasan natin ito. Ang atin pong pananampalataya ay masusubok kapag may unos o krisis sa ating buhay." At sinabi niya po in Joel 2 verse 12, "Return to me with all your hearts." Brothers and sisters, mga kapatid, wala pang gamot ang COVID-19, pero makakaiwas tayo sa ibayong pag-iingat. We need prayers for one another. Sana po ay maging paalala sa atin ang aking karanasan na ang ating spiritual na pag-iisip ay dapat palaging malakas, kahit na ang physical na katawan natin ay mahina, sapagkat may Panginoon tayong mabuti at mawain. Purihin ang Panginoon.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Bless Sakilayan, wife of Dr. Lito Sakilayan. Together with our 4 children, Sophie, Yani, Joms, and Therese, I would like to share with you about God's faithfulness during Lito's sickness with COVID-19. Nung nagkasakit po si Lito, hindi pa po namin alam noon na COVID-19 yung sakit niya. So, I was allowed to take care of him at the hospital. Kaya nakita ko po kung paano siya nag-suffer. Naiiyak ako at naaawa ko sa kanya. Kasi sanay po ako to see him always on top of every situation and to see him so helpless and unti-unting nanghihina is really heartbreaking for me. Naaawa pa ako lalo sa kanya nung gusto na siya i-intubate ng doctors niya. It is hard to see someone you love suffer. Pero syempre, I did not show it to him. Kasi pag nakakausap ko siya, naiyak na siya at natatakot with what he is going through. So, sinasabihan ko lang siya na kaya mo yan. Don't worry, uuwi na tayo. Magpalakas ka lang. But deep inside me, I am in so much fear. I cannot comprehend at that moment what was happening or what's about to happen. Lalo na lahat ng mga news that time about those who got the virus did not make it. My faith was challenged, but I decided to humble myself and called upon the Lord. Sabi ko, Lord, ikaw na po ang bahala. It was surprising to me that at the time of our trial, Lito and I have found courage and strength to face with faith and prayers whatever sickness there was in front of us. And during one of my reflections, it made me realize that our faith was not a one-time, big-time thing for us. A little background lang po. Lito and I met in a Catholic community for singles called Evangelium Dei. Then after we got married, we joined our present community, Ligaya ng Panginoon. We've been a member of a Catholic community for 26 years, and being with people who encourage, inspire, and help us grow in our faith made us strong and faithful during the time of our trial. As Jesus said, our faith is like a mustard seed that grows each day. And so at that moment, I was reminded that nothing that occurs in our life has the power to separate us from the love of God. We also found courage and strength from all the prayers said for us. Agad-agad meron nag-organize ng prayer vigil at ang daming nag-send ng messages of love and hope. Lito was like the sick man in the Bible whom his friends brought through the roof of a house to be healed by Jesus. All the prayers said with love and pleading for Lito and for our family have gone through the roof and reached the heart of God. And it was by God's mercy and grace that spared Lito and I from the deadly virus and protected our children and our whole household from experiencing discrimination from other people. Prayers can really bring miracles. Faith also moved us to pray not just for ourselves, but also for those people around us who were in fear. We knew that our prayers for the health workers of the hospital will not be enough if we don't accompany it with actions. And so, we made them feel our concern for them. We thanked them every single moment they took care of us. And we let them know that we have a mighty and faithful God by proclaiming to them in every opportunity that we have. We let them see that we pray the rosary, we hear Mass every day and attend recollections where they can see us. Not so grand, right? But if we can inspire our neighbors, those closest to us, and these few can inspire those closest to them, and so on, then all this fear around us will be replaced with full trust in the Lord. There is an inspiring song by Steve Green entitled Find Us Faithful, and it goes like this. As those who've gone before us, let us leave to those behind us the heritage of faithfulness passed on through godly lives. May the footprints that we leave lead them to believe, and the lives we live inspire them to obey. May all those who come behind us find us faithful. Praise be to God.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si Dr. Camille Santa Cruz, isang emergency physician at medical officer 4 sa Rizal Medical Center. Ako po ay naging COVID positive late March after ko po mag-intubate ng isang COVID positive patient. During the time po na naka-quarantine ako, nakaranas din po ako ng minor symptoms tulad ng pananakit ng ulo, pananakit ng lalamunan at kasukasuhan. Pero sa awa ng Diyos, hindi naman lumala ang mga simptomas ko. Bagkus, pagkatapos po ng 2 swab test, nakatanggap din ako ng negative result. Ngayon po ay nagjo-duty na ako ulit sa emergency room. Para ho sa lahat, wag ho kayong mawalan ng pag-asa. Ngayon po, bilang COVID survivor, mas determinado na ho akong tumulong sa mga pasyenteng merong mga simptomas na maaring COVID. So, hindi pa ho tapos ang laban, kaya po natin ito. Maraming salamat po.